All right, good evening, everybody. How are we doing? It is Saturday evening, and it's time for your latest Fast 50 online quiz. Oh, I've got shadowing on the screen. There it goes. Now, sincere apologies for the shadowing, but for once, will you look at this? My blind is down, but it is so bright outside that I'm actually getting a shadow on my fist. But hopefully you won't mind. And with a bit of luck, that sun's going to move across in a little bit. Let me see if I can do something. Hold on. Will that make any difference? Absolutely none. Yeah, I've still got the shadowing on my face. Anyway, good evening to you all. And welcome to tonight's Fast 50 quiz. We're back again with another themed quiz. And this evening it's going to be a good one. It's Tarantino Movies, as you can see right here. I'm very excited by this one. Now, I've been working with our guest writer in the last few days. We've been having a great time going to and fro. Good excuse to go and watch a couple of movies. I have watched the Hateful Eight again just yesterday. So Christian's throwing me a little bit there. I've loved it. I love Tarantino movies. This is one for me. This is the quiz that I wish I could be playing rather than presenting. As much as I love presenting to you guys, I really do wish I could be playing. So good evening to you if you are a brand new player this evening. Welcome to the quiz. We have got a couple of new people that are logging in. Loads of stuff to be won tonight. We've got the Lucky Wheel returning as well, which I know is very popular. We have got the feed, as you can see over here. Good evening to Gary Baker, and hopefully the missus and Jamie playing along as well this evening. Dana, good evening to you, and Christian. It is so beautiful outside. It has been raining today, Christian, hasn't it? But it's good to see that we've got a bit of sunshine. I've never had it this bright. This is crazy. Let's hope. I have got a big building over here. I'm hoping the sun's going to go down behind it. But I guess it just looks shadowy and rather lovely, doesn't it? Good evening to you, George. Thank you for joining in, one of our silver Patreons there. So let's have a look and see what happened on Wednesday. And I've got the right scorecard up here this time because on Wednesday I put the wrong one up, like a complete wally. But this is what happened. And back to the olden days, really, wasn't it? Bula going out and winning again. Now, Bula, he had a bit of a dry spell. Went to, 3, 4, 5 quizzes maybe without winning a prize. But he was back to his winning ways when we had the general knowledge quiz on Wednesday night. But it was very close. Pretty much the top 10 there. They were all in and out the top 5 frequently throughout the evening. But everybody that you can see there did win a prize. Bula took home the top prize, which was from Clark Cider. Bula, actually, Mercher, if you're watching, we do need to arrange getting that to you. I'm very aware that you haven't got it yet. Outnumbered got the second place and kindly offered to give the prize back so that we could put it in again tonight. So we're going to use it tonight. So thank you to you, mate, for doing that. And Family Turp went into the Detergent Club, which of course is available on a Wednesday night if you come third. Everybody else winning pizza from Jerry's Pizza. So well done to you. I hope you've got your code and I hope you're enjoying your free pizza. Let's have a look at the point scoring. Now, we do have some new players here tonight, so I do have to go through the scores just to make sure that everybody knows how these things work. I also need to buy a different blind, and this one is just not doing the job. What can you do? Right, point scoring. It's multiple choice, 50 questions back to back with 15 seconds to answer and a 30-second gap between every single question. There will be 4 possible answers. And all you've got to do is click on the right one. If you get the right one, you get 5 points. If you get it wrong, you get a big fat 0. No minus scores here. We do have some questions. There's one near the middle, one near the start, one near the end. And these are what we call multiple answer questions, where they will have 5 possible answers and there will be 3 correct answers in there. And you still get 5 points for each one you get right. So you can get a total of 15 points if you get all 3 of them. But beware, because on those questions, if you get just 1 wrong, the other ones that you got right are worth just 1 point. So if you get 1 wrong and 2 right, you only get 2 points, 1 for each of the 2. But if you get all 3 of them, 15. We offer a speed bonus as well, which is 3, 2, 1 on every single question. And as you have seen, the speed bonus can be important. Now, it's important to get things right, first and foremost, but if you can pick up a few speed bonuses along the way as well, that's often how people end up getting into the top 10. So 3, 2, 1 on every question, 3 points to the fastest, 2 to second fastest, 1 point to the third fastest player. We do have a couple of first letter questions tonight. I'm trying to remember what ones they are, but we definitely have a couple. First letter, it's multiple choice as normal, but you only get 1 letter to choose from, and you have to know what the correct answer is, and then click on the corresponding first letter of the correct answer. They're pretty straightforward. Normally, when the question is a bit easier, we do those ones, so it works. Okay, let's say a big thank you to this guy. This is Maverick, who has helped us out. Maverick clearly has appeared in every single Quentin Tarantino movie, or he certainly looks like a character that should be in every single Quentin Tarantino movie. He's also a regular quizzer. He absolutely adores the speed quizzing, and he put in all the effort to write the quiz with me this evening. So, 70 or 80% of what you see here is pretty much all of Maverick's own hard work. I did change a few, as I often do, just to make sure that they don't sort of clash with things that we've had in the past or in recent weeks. So well done to you, Mav. Thank you so much for doing it. And Maverick will be in the feed tonight. He'll probably say hello at some point. He'll be in the feed. So if you have any questions about any of the answers or anything that comes up, or if you just want to have a bit of banter with him about Tarantino movies, feel free to. He will join in. Good evening to you, Delia. Thank you for playing along. Let's have a look at prizes this evening. So first and foremost, we start with Altarito. I actually know that the winner of the Altarito prize is there right now, having dinner with his missus. So well done to you. He's not playing along. Or maybe he's going to sneak it on his phone. I don't know. But he's there enjoying 200 lays worth of slap-up food. Well done to you, and I hope you have a nice evening. 200 lei then to the winner this evening. Runner-up will receive 100 lei. It's up to you how you spend it. You can either go to Altarito here in the heart of Bucharest, or you can order in. 200 lei buys you an awful lot of food, and the food at Altarito is just awesome. I really, really love it there. It's fantastic. So, first 200, runner-up 100. And then we're lucky enough to be able to offer this tonight. We don't normally have this on a Saturday night. Third place will get the Escape Room live series from questmission.com because it was donated back to us by Outnumbered, who is unable to participate. So yeah, we thought we'd put it in tonight and give this to third place instead. So if you come third this evening, you get to go off to questmission.com and do an online escape room. At the moment, their escape rooms, they're unable to operate them due to COVID and all of the rules, but they have got a couple of very exciting online escape rooms that they've developed, and great feedback. People are really enjoying them. And if you get to win it, or if you want to go and book it at questmission.com, you also get to take a couple of other households with you, so you can get people to join in even if they're not in your house with you. But highly recommended, and one of you will get to win that this evening. And then I have been promising for a long time to give you some Tarantino prizes, and this is what I came up with. It was actually quite difficult to get hold of good quality Tarantino prizes. So what I ended up doing was ordering these official t-shirts all the way from the USA, and that's why it took such a long time to get them here. But we have got one for Reservoir Dogs, one for Kill Bill, and one for Pulp Fiction. Now, they are an XL, but I have checked them, and they're sort of between an L and an XL. I know girls like to wear large t-shirts. Boys, you can probably wear anything from medium to XL. So hopefully it should be one size fits all. And this is how we'll do it tonight, because normally we say, you've got to have this, and you've got to have this, and you've got to have this. But here's what we'll do. Spot prizes tonight for these free t-shirts will be 25th, 50th, and 100th place. But what we will do, person in 25th gets first choice, 50th gets second choice, and whoever is in 100th gets the one that's left over. But let's be honest, they're all really, really awesome. So whichever one you get, I'm sure you'll be perfectly happy. But if you're in 25th, you get the first choice, 50th, you get second choice, 100th, you do get third choice. Now, with 100th position tonight as well, and let's hope we reach 100 players. We've never had a quiz where that hasn't happened, and I do hope it isn't going to be tonight. But presuming we do have a 100th finisher, people are starting to sign in, which is good. We'll also let you choose a round for Wednesday night, because the person that finished 100th on Wednesday just gone, they have failed to contact us. We've sent them details, we've sent them information. They haven't told us what round they would want. We can't wait any longer. We have to get the quiz written. So 100th place this evening, you will get a chance to choose a round and win a t-shirt. Now, if for some reason we don't reach 100 players, because I'm very aware at how nice the weather is all of a sudden outside, and it's entirely possible, as Matt said, he's been out sunbathing, it's entirely possible that our numbers, for whatever reason tonight, could be lower than usual. If we do not reach 100 players, we'll switch 100th to 75th, but only if we do not reach 100 players. But we've never had less than 100. Let's hope it's not tonight. And I'm sure we're going to attract people, because it's the return of the lucky wheel. And we're going to spin it twice tonight. People, whenever we do this, we've done it, 3 times, 2 times? I don't know. We spin it and people are like, spin again, spin again. Well, tonight we will spin it. We will spin it twice. So if you are a gold or a silver Patreon, you are going to be on the wheel. Don't worry if you can't see your name on the wheel at the moment. It has been updated and it is ready to go. And what we will say as well, if right now or in the next, but certainly before we spin the wheel, you are a bronze Patreon supporter and you want to upgrade to silver or gold, by all means do, and we'll put you on the wheel before we spin. I have got it open, ready to check to see if anybody has upgraded, and we will put you on the wheel tonight, and we will spin twice. And the first prize that we give out will be the Star Wars Darth Vader mug. Now, the reason that that's in is because tomorrow, and please, someone in the feed, tell me, is it in Romania as well? Certainly tomorrow in the UK, it is Father's Day. So I thought I'd go for one of the most famous fathers in movie history, which of course is Darth Vader. Spoiler alert. If you haven't seen it, you really should have done by now. So Darth Vader mug will go on the first spin, and the second spin, we will start getting regular prizes from the start of July. From the hop, you will get, thanks Mihai, so it's not Father's Day here, but it is Father's Day in the UK, so it's a big day over there. So second spin, when we spin again, everybody will stay on there, so in theory you could win twice, and the second spin will win 2 meals and 4 beers for 2 people. So you get to go along to the hop, and you can choose 2 meals, so you can have burgers or nachos or fish and chips or whatever you want, and there will be 4 beers thrown in as well, 2 beers each. So food, beers, that's all you got to do. Go along, eat, drink, have fun. I agree, George. I agree. I mean, we really shouldn't be giving that to anyone that hasn't seen it, because the mug is truly fantastic. And yeah, we want to make sure it goes to a good home. So look, we're down to about 3 minutes until we kick off the quiz. As always, we'll start the quiz as and when we're good and ready. The numbers are going up just slowly, but could this be the night that we don't have 100 players? I mean, Mav, I can promise you it's nothing to do with you. It's everything. Oh, look at this. The sun's actually gone down behind that building, so now you can see me in all my glorious Technicolor. There will be lots of movie references tonight. Because it's so nice outside, it's entirely possible loads of people are out there. Gaz desperately after the mug, because I did... I've been coming to the hop. Some of you will know I've been coming to the hop. You've been coming along to collect your prizes. I know that Bogdan went down there today to collect a prize. I won't be there tonight, I'm afraid. I'm otherwise engaged, so I can't come there tonight, but I will arrange to go again next week. I saw the Bakers there yesterday and a few others. And Jamie got hold of her Chewbacca mug, which is very similar to the Darth Vader one. So I know that they're trying to win that to start their collection. So yeah, the mug is pretty darn cool, especially if you're a dad. We're up to 69 players. Let's hope that keeps ticking along. We would like some more people. So as I say, with Patreon. You know, it's wonderful. Those of you that are upgrading, some of you have been, we really, really appreciate it. We know that we give good value, and we actually get messages from some of you saying, why on earth do you only charge people €5 a month to play your quizzes? You know, it's less than the price of one quiz when we come out and do it in the past. Well, it's like we were very aware that people didn't have a lot of money during the lockdown, and some people still don't. People have been losing their jobs. A friend of mine revealed yesterday that she'd lost her job, you know. So we want to try and look after people as much as possible. We worked out a rate that we felt would keep our business alive. We're not here making mass profits in any shape or form. We're simply just here to try and entertain you, try and keep the business going, and just, you know, have a win-win for everybody. But of course, we're not going to complain if anybody wants to upgrade from bronze to silver. And remember, if you do go up to silver, not only do you get a chance at every quiz to win more prizes on the lucky wheel, but you do get more entries when we start doing live events. And we're not making any strict promises, but we have been watching the weather incredibly closely. And maybe Sing Along Bingo will return on Friday coming. Okay, so Friday, where are we? Saturday, so the next Friday, it might be the first return of Sing Along Bingo outdoors at the Hop. If it isn't Friday coming due to weather, it will be the Friday after. It is happening. We are going to start, and it means that a lot of you can come along and have your first event, which we owe you because you've been signing up, and part of your deal is that you get to get some free entries. Well, they're not free. You've paid for them, essentially. You know, they're just perks, aren't they? So, Andre, good evening to you, mate. Mihai, engagement. Who's engaged? Did I say something that suggested I'm not engaged? I'm afraid. So please explain yourself. Timia, hello to you. Yon, good evening to you. We still have people signing in at the last minute. As I say, if this is the first time that we haven't reached 100 players due to the weather, no doubt, it can't be because of the subject, because it's awesome, then we will move the 100 position to 75th. Okay? All right, the countdown is almost at 0. We are in the lap of the gods when it comes to the internet. But as we say, I get you. Thanks, Matt. As we say always, the internet has been absolutely wonderful for months and months and months. In fact, I don't think we've had anything since April because the servers have all been upgraded and everything's hunky-dory. So let's hope that that's the case. Good evening as well. I forgot to say this. If you're at the Hop or Mojo and you're playing along, if you're ignoring the guys watching the football and you're playing the quiz, good evening to you. And don't forget that you do get 15% discount if you're sitting on the terrace and playing along with the quiz. And that goes for all of you. If ever you want to go down on a Wednesday or a Saturday, sit on the terrace, have yourself a beer, have yourself some food, and you get 15% discount. Right, otherwise engaged. Okay, yeah, otherwise engaged. It doesn't mean I'm not engaged. It's fine. Right. All right, numbers are ticking up, but I think we should kick this off, right? So the questions are relatively hard, I will say that. Some of them are quite intricate, but they had to be. We have covered just about every film that Quentin Tarantino either directed or provided a screenplay, as in was the writer for. So that means that you will have questions about films like From Dusk Till Dawn, which he was involved with, films like True Romance. So he wasn't actually directing those, but he was a screenwriter. So that will all be in there as well. Now, we're doing the films in relative order as well. So we'll start with the early films and we'll go all the way through to the latest films. And so you will get chunks of questions about each individual film. All right. It's going to be fun. Good luck, everybody. Whoever wins this tonight is going to be thoroughly, thoroughly deserving. So if you're ready, I am ready. I will head over to my quiz and I'm going to kick you off. Here we go, everyone. Have a great time. We'll go to our playing screen. Question 1, which was the first film written and directed by Quentin Tarantino? True Romance, Reservoir Dogs, From Dusk Till Dawn, or Sin City? Real tough crowd, Mihai. Real tough crowd. You always are. So mean. All right, so there's a nice easy one to kick you off. 64.1% should have got that. Reservoir Dogs is the correct answer. Ruxy goes straight into the lead with 8 points. Buda in second. Hans Lander has 6 points. Corneliu, good evening to you, mate, 5. Good evening to James as well, who has 5. So Corneliu and James straight away have 5 points, as do many of you. You are all split depending on who answered the question quickest. And that's how we always split you if you are tied on a question. We split you on who got it right and who got it the quickest. Here comes question number 2. So which character has a problem with tipping the waitress in the opening scene of Reservoir Dogs? Mr. White, Mr. Orange, Mr. Pink, or Mr. Brown? So we're doing questions about Reservoir Dogs to kick you off because that was the first movie. Come on, Matt, go for 50th. Very cool t-shirts. I'll make sure you get it as well. Mr. Pink is the correct answer here, played by Steve Buscemi, 56.1%. Steve Buscemi had to audition for that part because it was meant to be played by Quentin Tarantino. And Tarantino said, if you really want the part, you're going to have to audition for it. And he did, and he nailed it. Valley in the lead, 13 points. Teo, 12. Bula, 12. Antonio, 10. And Mr. Pink making an appearance with 10 points as well. Well done, Cornelio. Watching True Romance, one of the great Tarantino associated movies, I'd say. Here's your next question. Number 3, still with Reservoir Dogs. How many colour-coded characters are in Reservoir Dogs? 7, 6, 5, 4. Steve Buscemi is just an awesome actor. It's a shame that he's done some of those rather terrible Adam Sandler style comedies lately, because he's just a brilliant actor, isn't he? Okay, so how many colour-coded characters are in Reservoir Dogs? The correct answer here is 6. You've got Mr. Blonde, Mr. Blue, Mr. Brown, Mr. Orange, Mr. Pink, and Mr. White. The only one of them that was a real criminal was Edward Bunker. He was a proper criminal. He was the one of the youngest ever people, and I can't remember which penitentiary he went to, but he went there when he was like 17, ended up becoming an actor. Anyway, half of you getting it. Teo was 17. Quiz Bears have 15, and the Abbots Bromley, you've got 15 as well. Good evening to you, joining us all the way from the UK. Here's question the movie. His real name. Let's have a look and see what you've gone for. Time is up. Freddie is the correct answer. And look at this, a real spread. Almost a quarter of you going for each and every answer. Freddie Neuendijk was his real name. So this is where we are testing to find top fans. And Teo has yet to get one wrong. The same goes for Gary and Jane and Delia and Shumi. None of you guys getting anything wrong just yet. Pretty darn impressive. Teo then with an outright lead, 22 points. Gaza 20, Jane 20, Delia 20, and Shumi has 20 as well. Proper close. Here's question number 5. Which band performed the song that is played while Mr. Blonde is torturing the cop in Reservoir Dogs? Blue Suede, Steelers Will, the George Baker Selection, or Joe Tex? So we might have a few music questions in here tonight because obviously music is a huge part of Tarantino movies. He writes names of songs, titles of songs into the script to make sure that people know which song he wants to have them act out to. Steelers Will is the correct answer. Stuck in the middle with you and 45.6% getting it right. And we have got some proper fans. Look at this. The top 4 so far. 5 down, 5 correct answers. Teo in the lead on virtue of having got a speed bonus. Gaza in second place with 25. Jane has 25. Delia 25. And Antonio in 5th place with 80 points. So that's 5 questions on Reservoir Dogs. Are there any more? Let's have a look. Yes, in Reservoir Dogs, which comedian played the deadpan radio DJ K. Billy, who hosts the sounds of the 70s? Was it George Carlin, Bill Hicks, Andrew Dice Clay, or Stephen Wright? It's pretty much the first voice you hear in the movie. Actually, it's not, is it? It's the first voice you hear before you hear the music kicking in. Stephen Wright is the correct answer here. 25.9% of you getting that one right. And look at this. Jane goes into the lead with 32 points, picking up a speed bonus there, tying it up with Teo. 3 points for Jane there on the speed bonus. Jane really does love her Tarantino movies. Gaza is in third place with 31. Delia 30, and the Quiz Bears now have the fifth position with 25. So that's 6 Reservoir Dogs questions. What are we going to move on to now? Let's have a look. How much was Quentin Tarantino paid for the True Romance script? $1, $5,000, $50,000, or $1 million? So we are hitting True Romance now. Maybe not as many questions on True Romance as there was for Reservoir Dogs, but there will be a couple. Bit of a tricky one, though. How much was he paid for the True Romance script? Just 20.5% of you getting this one. He was given $50,000, which at the time was an enormous amount of money for him. The film company famously said it was the only screenplay that they've ever read or looked at where they didn't want to change one line of dialogue. It was that good. Teo goes back into the lead, 37. Delia, 35. Jane got that one wrong, so she drops back to third, 32. But in the Battle of the Bakers, she leads. Gaza on 31. And Andre, you come into the top 5. Good evening to you, 28 points. Who directed True Romance? Tim Scott, Terry Scott, Tony Scott, Trevor Scott. Well, his surname was Scott for sure. But who was it? Tim, Terry, Tony, or Trevor? Time is up. Let's see what you've gone for. Well, you know this one. Tony Scott is the correct answer. 67.9%. That's it. All back to getting these questions right. And Teo, 42 points in the lead from Delia on 40. Gaza in the Battle of the Bakers now goes into the lead, picking up a bonus there, 36 points. Andre, 33. Jane getting a couple wrong, sadly. Still plenty of time, though. You have 32. So we have 10 points separating first from fifth. We are expecting this to be a relatively close quiz tonight. 8 down. Here comes number 9. Who played Alabama in True Romance? Naomi Watts, Christian Slater, Patricia Arquette, Val Kilmer. This is the gimme of the night. This is the gimme. Who played Alabama? Let's see if anyone gets this wrong, despite the massive clue on the screen. Patricia Arquette is the correct answer. Literally, you can see her name on the poster. We decided to leave it on just for fun to see if anyone would get it wrong. And some of you did. Yeah, Alabama, played by Patricia Arquette. 70.7% of you getting it right. Teo, 47. Delia, 45. Gaza, 41. Andre has 38. And Jane still hanging around in fifth place with 37 points. So that's the nice question that we're going to give you. But it still had, 30% of you getting it wrong. You just don't trust us, do you? Here's your next question. Which character speaks the first line in Pulp Fiction? Vincent, Jules, Pumpkin, or Honey Bunny? So we're on to Pulp Fiction, most people's favourite Tarantino film. I think that's fair to say. One of his greatest works. One of the greatest movies ever made, let's be honest. But which character speaks the very first line in Pulp Fiction? It's Pumpkin. Just 23.2% of you getting this right. He's talking to Honey Bunny. It's Tim Roth again in the diner. He says, forget it, it's too risky, just before they hold up the diner. Vincent, Jules, Honey Bunny don't say a word. Teo, 47. Gaza moves into second place with 46. Delia, 45. Andre, 43. And Jane has 42. And just like that, it's only 5 points that separate our top 5. Can anybody else get into this top 5? I suspect they can. We're 10 down. We're looking for a multiple answer question. There will be one very soon. And here it is. Which of the 3 following burgers do Jules and Vincent mention while talking in the car? Big Mac, Whopper, In-N-Out Cheeseburger, Big Kahuna Burger, Royale with cheese. 3 of them are mentioned during that famous scene in the car at the beginning of the movie. Which 3 do they mention? This could shake things up, and it did. Look at this. Big Mac, Whopper, and Royale with cheese are the correct answers. They never mention a Big Kahuna. They never mention the greatest takeaway burger in the world, which is an In-N-Out cheeseburger. They also mention the Quarter Pounder, and they make a reference to it being Royale with cheese. So, great question for Delia, who now has the outright lead. 60 points. Andre, 58. Teo drops back to third, 49. Gaza, 47. And James, 46. Are some of our top players getting one wrong there. Delia now with the lead then. Here's number 12. What was the combination for the briefcase in Pulp Fiction? 999, 911, 321, 666. And if anyone knows what was in the briefcase, feel free to tell us in the feed. I know the answer to that one. I'm just interested to see what you think. 666 is the correct answer. Nearly half of you getting this. 48.2% smashing it. 666. You do see Vincent actually doing the combination up close. Delia gets it and maintains that 2-point lead at the top. 65 points. Andre in second place with 63. Teo, 57. James having a good quiz, 52 points. And Wilfred in the top 5 in 5th place. You have 50 points. So it's whatever you want in the case. That's what they say. Whatever you want it to be. That's what Tarantino said. Next question, number 13 in Pulp Fiction. Trudy wears a t-shirt that features which Irish band? The Pogues, the Cranberries, the Frames, or the Corrs? You can see her just there. Now, this is a tough question. Now, if anybody actually knows this, fair play to you. I'm very sad, so I genuinely knew this. The Frames is the correct answer here, and yeah, we've thrown a lot of you, 11.1% of you only getting this, and if you're one of the 11.1% that actually knew it, fair play to you. The Irish actress Bronagh Gallagher is a massive fan of the Frames, and I am as well, because one of their band members is, some of you know, one of my favourite singers, Glenn Hansard, and she actually, it was her own shirt, and she just decided to leave it on in the scene, and yeah, the Frames are in Pulp Fiction, which is awesome. Delia 65, Teo 63, Andre 63, Bula 54, James has 52. Jules Winfield's girlfriend is a vegetarian, which he explains makes him more or less what? Angry, a vegetarian, cool, a bitch. I should warn you, there's probably a few pictures and words in here tonight, bearing in mind this is a Tarantino quiz that might be a bit juicy. A vegetarian is the correct answer, 30.9%. That's the quote that he says. It more or less makes him a vegetarian too. Andre goes into the lead. He's tied with Delia, but he got that one quicker, picks up a bonus. You take the lead, my man. 70 points for you, 70 points for Delia. Teo still hanging around though, 68 points, looking dangerous. Then it's a bit of a drop, 11 points back to James, who's in 4th place with 57, and Bula is in the top 5 as well with 54. 14 down. Here's number 15 out of 50. What misquoted passage from the Bible does Jules often use? Ezekiel 23:15, is it 24:16, 25:17, or 26:18? So it's Ezekiel something, and it is misquoted. As wonderful as it is, it's, you know, what he says is not actually the passage in the Bible. But anyway, he quotes it from Ezekiel 25:17, and 58.5% of you knowing this one, including Andre, who suddenly is making moves here and picks up another speed bonus. 2 in 2 questions. Well done, mate. Andre, 77. Delia, 75. Teo, 68. James, fighting back a little bit here, 62. And Bula, 59. So good question, that one for James as well. Well done, Andre, for picking up the bonus. Those bonuses can be very, very, very important. That was question 15. Here's number 16. Which singer serves Mia and Vince at Jack Rabbit Slim's? Is it Dean Martin, Hank Williams, Billy Fury, or Buddy Holly? Okay, so we've obviously hidden the singer there, or the person that's playing a pretend singer. As you know, at Jack Rabbit Slim's, all the servers are famous people, and it was Buddy Holly, played by Steve Buscemi. There he is again, popping up in a cameo. 47.6% of you getting that one right. I love that scene, $5 shake and all that. Delia Martin, you are in the lead, 80. Flip-flopping with Andre, you've overtaken him. He's got 77. Teo still in 3rd with 68. Bula goes into 4th with 64, and Gaza has 62. So we've lost James out the top 5. Plenty of time to get back in there, though, James. Here comes number 17. Are we still with Pulp Fiction? Let's have a look. No, we're on to Jackie Brown. The character Jackie Brown is a flight attendant for which fictional Mexican airline? Cabo Air, Aguas Air, Chavo Air, Padre Air. Now, how many of you have watched Jackie Brown recently? This could be tough. These might not be too easy, these questions. Cabo Air is the correct answer. 40.5% of you getting that one right. And our top players got it. So Delia, 85. Andre, 82. You two have a bit of a lead over Teo with 76 points. James comes back again after disappearing. He's back with 67 points in 4th place. Buddha drops out. And CDA comes into our top 5 instead. You've got 66 points. So Delia leading the way. We might have another question coming up on Jackie Brown. Let's have a look. This will be question number 18. So number 18, which Batman actor played a detective in Jackie Brown? Adam West, George Clooney, Michael Keaton, or Christian Bale? We have hidden his face, as you can see. But who is that? Adam West, George Clooney, Michael Keaton, Christian Bale. Not too difficult if you've seen the film, and 67.9% of you knowing it is Michael Keaton. I think that's the only Tarantino film he's in. Anyone want to help me out? Maybe? I don't know. Anyway, Andre, you are having a right old fight tonight with Delia. Look at this. You're both tied again, but Andre picked up another speed bonus, and he goes back into the lead. But he is tied with Delia on 90 points. Teo, 9 points behind now on 81, and then it's another 9 points back to James, who's on 72, and CDA holds on to that 5th position with 71. Here's number 19. Jackie Brown was an adaptation of which 1992 novel by Elmore Leonard? Was it Rum Punch, Get Shorty, Swag, or Hombre? Rum Punch, Get Shorty, Swag, or Hombre. Now, all 4 of those are books, or are novels by Elmore Leonard, but which one went on to become Jackie Brown? Rum Punch is the correct answer, 48.2% getting it right. And Jackie Brown is the only feature-length movie that's an adaptation of someone else's work as opposed to being his own screenplay. So there you go. Trivia. Delia back in the lead. She answered that one quickest, having that tussle with Andre. He's still there. 95 points for the pair of you. Teo, though, catching up a little bit, 7 points behind. You've got 88. That was a good one for you. James drops back ever so slightly, but still in 4th place, 77. CDA still in 5th with 76. And here's number 20. What is the surname of the 2 brothers in From Dusk Till Dawn? Draco, Gecko, Toad, or Snake? We're on to From Dusk Till Dawn, directed by Robert Rodriguez. But of course, a fair proportion of the writing, particularly the first half, was Tarantino, and he was in the movie himself, as you can see. So the correct answer here is Gecko, and a massive 72.8% of you getting that one right. And our top 2 players break 100 points after just 20 questions. 100 for Delia, 100 for Andre, separated by Delia getting that one the quickest. Teo, 3rd place with 93, so still that 7-point gap. James, you've got 82, so it's 11 points behind Teo for you to get that 3rd place. CDA just 1 point behind James. So just 1 or 2 questions and everything could change. Here's number 21 out of 50 questions. In From Dusk Till Dawn, what does Quentin Tarantino's character reply to the question, what's in Mexico? Does he say tacos, women, vampires, or Mexicans? It's a very straightforward and deadpan answer that he gives. What does he answer to the question, what's in Mexico? He says Mexicans, 57.5%. I mean, it's accurate, isn't it? And when you look at this, our top 3 players all got that one wrong. In fact, our top 4 players at the time got that one wrong. So Delia and Andre stay on 100. Teo is on 93. CDA, though, gets it right and leapfrogs over James up into 4th place and catches up a little bit. James drops back to 5th place. So 4 out of our top 5 getting that question wrong. Shows that you can catch up. All right, so we've got 21 down. This is number 22. The yellow outfit worn by Uma Thurman in Kill Bill Volume 1 was inspired by a jumpsuit worn by Bruce Lee in which film? Was Enter the Dragon, Fists of Fury, The Big Boss, or Game of Death? We're on to Kill Bill. We'll do Volume 1 and then some questions on Volume 2. Very popular films. Game of Death is the correct answer. Look at this, only 16.5% of you getting it right. Not knowing too much about your Bruce Lee here. Andre does, though. He gets it, and Delia gets another one wrong. So Andre goes out to a 5-point lead, 105 over Delia, 100. Teo, that was a chance for you to catch up, big man, and you didn't get it right. So you stay in 3rd with 93. CDA, though, is getting questions right. He's on to 91, catching Teo up for that 3rd place. And Mihai is making a little bit of a move here. He got it right, and he comes into the top 5. Good evening to you, mate. You're on 85 points. Here's your next question. What colour is the pussy wagon that the bride takes to escape the hospital? Is it pink, green, yellow, or red? There she is inside the car. The famous pussy wagon, which is still owned by Quentin Tarantino himself. So what colour is it? It's bright yellow, 47.6%. Everyone thinks it's pink, and I think the reason for that is because the key ring that she takes from the pocket of the guy that owned the pussy wagon, that's a bright pink key ring, but the actual pussy wagon is yellow. 47.6% then, getting it right, and Andre is making moves. Look at this, 110 points. Delia gets another one wrong, sadly, and that's allowed Teo to catch her up. Just 2 points off 2nd place now, Teo. And CDA, 91 points in 4th, with Bula back into the top 5, 89. Here's your next one, number 24. Who plays the title character in Kill Bill Volume 2? Is it Uma Thurman, Quentin Tarantino, David Carradine, or Michael Madsen? I couldn't say that out loud, Mihai. We're on YouTube Live. I can't say that. That's rude. So who plays the title character? David Carradine is the correct answer. Some of you jumping in there, almost a quarter of you going for Uma Thurman, but she doesn't play Bill, does she? No. David Carradine plays Bill. 65.4% of you getting that one right, and I think Andre accidentally got that one wrong. 110 points for him. Delia catches up a little bit. She's on to 105. Teo 103, CDA 96, and Bula 95. Yep, should have read the question, Matt. That's the whole point of a quiz. Read the question, get the answer right. Here's your next question, number 25. What is revealed to be the bride's real name in Kill Bill Volume 2? Beatrix, Bella, Bethany, or Beatrice? So there is Uma with David Carradine. What was the bride's real name? Beatrix, Bella, Bethany, or Beatrice? Well, you guys are good. Look, more than half of you getting this. Beatrix is the correct answer. Beatrix Kiddo, 54.3%, smashing that one and getting those points. Andre gets it, gets back to stretching out his lead here. Picks up a speed bonus as well. Really getting some speed bonuses tonight, Andre. Good work, 115. Teo into second place with 108. Delia, 105. You're being chased now by both Bula and CDA. They've both broken a 100-point barrier, and they are just a few points behind you. So that's your top 5, and that's the halfway point. Here's number 26. Multiple answer. Select 3 code names that were used by members of the Deadly Viper and Assassination Squad. Sidewinder, Cottonmouth, Wind Whistler, Copperhead, Nightshade. 3 of them are code names used by members of the Deadly Viper Assassination Squad. But which 3 were they? Will this change the top 5? Tough question. Will Andre get them all? Oh, it was a tough one, and look at how much that's changed things. So it's Sidewinder, Cottonmouth, and Copperhead. Wind Whistler and Nightshade are indeed types of snake, but they were not code names for any of the DVAS, as we like to call them. Andre still with the lead, but CDA, great question for you. 1 point off the lead now. Mihai jumps up into 3rd place with 110. Everything's tightened up here. Teo, 4th place, 108. And Catty Aerial Souls, you've just come into the top 5, darling. You're on 107. So it's just 10 points, just like that, separating our top 5. Here's number 27. Played by Kurt Russell. What is the occupation of Mike in the movie Death Proof? CIA agent, stuntman, lorry driver, or a racing driver? We've left Kill Bill behind now. We're on to Death Proof. Probably, sadly, one of the lowest rated movies of Tarantino's. But I still like it. He can do no wrong in my eyes. He is a stuntman, and 58% of you getting it right. It's a great movie. If you've never watched Death Proof, go and watch it. We have a new leader. Will you look at this with just those 2 questions? CDA has gone from 5th to 4th to 1st. 121 points for CDA. You're in the lead. Andre, 2nd, 117. Then it's just 1 point back to Mihai. Aerial Souls moves up to 112. Delia, who's been there for the entire quiz, you're still hanging around. Just 10 points off the lead with 111 in 5th place. Number 28. How many languages does Colonel Hans Lander speak in Inglourious Bastards? 3, 4, 5, or 6? And we're on to Inglourious Bastards. Apologies for saying the word bastards, but that is the name of the movie. What can I do? And it's spelt differently anyway. Sure, I'm not insulting anybody. 3, 4, 5, or 6. 4 is the correct answer. Just over half of you getting this. He speaks English, French, German, and Italian during the movie. And look how close this quiz is. Mihai goes into the lead now. 122 points. He knocks CDA down to 3rd place. CDA has 121. In between them is Andre, who's got 122 as well. So we've got a tie at the top. Aerial Souls is still hanging around. She's just 5 points off the lead. And then it's 5 points further back to Bula. And that is your top 5. Proper close. Here's your next one. Number 29. What type of drink was Lieutenant Archie Hickox requesting 3 glasses for in Inglourious Bastards? Whiskey, beer, schnapps, champagne. One of the most famous scenes where he gives himself away. There are spoilers in this quiz if you haven't seen these movies. He holds his hand up to ask for 3 glasses. What was he asking for the glasses for? What type of drink? Whiskey, scotch, to be perfectly straight with you. Scotch, 38.6% then. Whiskey is the correct answer. Mihai, Aerial Souls, Andre, you're all tied at the top. 122 points. So it's Mihai with the lead. He was fastest. But Aerial Souls moves up to 2nd with 122. Andre, you're there on 122. CDA just 1 point behind you 3 on 121. And Bula just 4 points behind them on 117. Close. Number 30. In Inglourious Bastards, who is described as the one who speaks the least Italian? Aldo Rain, Walter E. Kurtz, Omar Ulmer, or Captain Coons? So which of them is described in the movie as the one that speaks the least Italian? And the correct answer here is Omar Ulmer. 27.2% of you getting it right. And it's really interesting because actually when they start, he does speak the least. By far the worst accent is Brad Pitt's character. But he probably, Ulmer, has the best accent of everybody, even though he doesn't speak any Italian. Bula 117, CDA 121, Aerial Souls 122, Mihai 127, Andre 127. So we are top two, stretching away from Aerial Souls, who got that one wrong. But it's just 10 points separating the top five. Number 31, what's the name of the propaganda movie that has its premiere in Inglourious Basterds? Traumaless, Triumph des Villains, Stolz der Nation, Der Postmeister. That's my German accent, you lucky people. Margarite. It's a good scene. It's a good scene. What's the name of that propaganda movie? Stolz der Nation or Nation's Pride, 64.3%. Getting it right at the end of the movie. It's a great scene, isn't it, at the end of the movie? Let's not ruin it for anyone. Mihai in the lead, but you are tied with Andre. So you're both on 132. You two are only separated by who is answering the quickest. Aerial Souls is hanging around in third place with 127. CDA 126 and Bula 122. Still just 10 points separating our top 10. I know what you're referring to, Alina. My accents are amazing. Here's your next one. According to Django, which letter in his name is silent? D, J, N, or Z? We're on to Django Unchained, everyone. That's another good one. I'm going to get boring by saying these are good movies over and over. It goes without saying they're all just fantastic. So what's silent in Django? What does he say? Yeah, I had a feeling lots of you would get this. It does indeed say the D. The D is silent. 84.5% of you getting that one right. Mihai gets it. Andre gets it, but it's Mihai still in the lead, answering quickest. Aerial Souls gets it. She's there in third with 132, but CDA is just 1 point behind on 131. Bula has 127, and with these guys, just one speed bonus, whether it's 1, 2, or 3 points, is going to separate you. Being fast, that's what you need to be. Here's number 33. What is the real name of the sheriff that Dr. King Schultz kills at the start of Django Unchained? Robert Taverner, Willard Peck, Jeremiah Hood, Randall Wright. So he's pretending to be a sheriff, remember? What is it revealed that his real name is? That's a tough one. This is a tough one. Let's see if our top players get it. Well, quite impressive. Actually, the majority of you did get it. Willard Peck is the correct answer. Exactly 39% of you getting it. Yeah, he was trying to hide. He changed his name from Bill Sharp to Bill Sharp, and was elected Sheriff of Dotry. Mihai and Andre actually got it wrong, and so did Aerial Souls, but Bula got it right. He jumps into fourth, tied with Aerial Souls. CDA drops back. It's now 6 points separating Mihai in first and CDA in fifth. And we are 33 questions down with 17 to go. Here's number 34. In Django Unchained, what foreign language does Broomhilda speak? French, German, Italian, or Spanish? French, German, Italian, or Spanish. What does she speak? She's good in that movie, isn't she? Will this separate our top players? Huge, 76.2% of you getting this one right, and our top players, nothing changed here. No speed bonuses for the top five, so it's Mihai still answering quickest, staying in the lead with 142, but you are tied with Andre on 142. Aerial Souls still tied with Bula. You're just ahead of him because you got that one quickest, and CDA just 1 point behind you, actually picking up a bonus there. So there's 5 points between, no, sorry, 6 points between you all. At the end of Django Unchained, a song is sung by which two artists during the Mansion shootout? Kid Rock and R. Kelly, Notorious B.I.G. and Ray Charles, Puff Daddy and Stevie Wonder, or Tupac and James Brown, the last track during that massive shootout? It's true, Mihai, but 25% people got that Broomhilda question wrong. We're trying to be easy on some of them. It's not happening. Tupac and James Brown is the correct answer here. The track's called Unchained, brackets the payback / untouchable. 32.1% getting it, and good question there for Mihai. He gets it and Andre didn't, so Mihai goes into the lead with a speed bonus, and it's a 6 point lead, 148 points over Andre with 142. Catty jumps into third, and she's tied on 142. Bula's there with 137, and Alex, good evening to you, mate. You come into the top 5 in 5th place with 136. Here's number 36. In which state is the Hateful Eight set? Wyoming, Colorado, Nevada, and Utah. We are on to the Hateful Eight. Wyoming, Colorado, Nevada, or Utah. Where is the Hateful Eight set? And time is up. Huge here again. Look, 61.4% of you getting that one right. It is indeed Wyoming. It's Red Rock, Wyoming. That's where they're all heading to, isn't it? But yeah, what you can see there, that is Wyoming. Mihai, 153, 6 points over Aerial Souls, who's tied with Andre still. It's 5 points back to Bula on 142, and then just 1 point back to Alex on 141. So it is a 12-point spread over our top five, but that is nothing with 14 questions to come. And here is number 37. In The Hateful Eight, what is the last name of the fugitive Daisy, Demerg, James, Wildeve, or Whitelaw? There she is. She doesn't have many teeth when she smiles. They're not very pleasant. So what's her surname? 63.1% getting this. Demerg is the correct answer. And our top guys are not getting anything wrong at the moment. Speed bonuses, that's what you need. It's still Mihai with a 6-point lead over Aerial Souls on 152. Andre, 152. He just can't answer quicker than Aerial Souls at the moment. Bula just 5 points behind on 147. And he is leading Alex by just 1 point, who has 146. Here's your next one. In The Hateful Eight, which actor plays a character hiding under the floorboards at Minis? Steve Buscemi, Ryan Reynolds, Channing Tatum, or Jonah Hill? Thank you for correcting me there, Matt. Demerg? Not Demerg. Demerg? Not Demerg. All right, whatever. Question's done. But who was under the floorboards? Which actor? Channing Tatum is the correct answer. 61.9% of you getting that right. I just feel that everyone's guessing whenever Steve Buscemi's name comes up. But it was Channing Tatum. He's under there all that time. He pops up towards the end of the film. Again, spoilers, but you should have watched these films by now if you're playing this quiz. Mihai, 163. Aerial Souls now with an outright second place, 157. Bula jumps into third place with 152. He's tied with Andre, also on 152. And Alex has 151. So Aerial Souls is the person making moves at the moment. Here's number 39. How many of the Hateful Eight are still alive at the end of the film? 0, 2, 5, or 8? How many of them are alive at the end of the film? 0, 2, 5, or 8? Time is up. How have you answered? Literally about half of you getting this, 50.6%. The only two survivors are Samuel L. Jackson's Major Marcus Warren and Sheriff Chris Mannix, played by Walton Goggins, but they are dying, so you don't see how long they survive for after the film ends. So 2 was the correct answer. Mihai just has a 1 point lead now from Katy, who is really making moves. She's on 162 in second place. Andre, outright third place, 157. It's 1 point back to Alex on 156. Bula didn't get that one. Drops back to fifth with 152. Number 40. In which year is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood set in? 63, 65, 67, 69. We are on to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. This is your final movie before we do random Tarantino movie trivia. So a few questions on Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. In what year was it set? 1969 is the correct answer. 40.2% of you getting it right. Terrible question for Katy. She was in the lead for just a short period of time. Mihai, 168 points now. Alex into second, 162. Tied with Andre and Aerial Souls. You're all on 162. CDA makes an appearance again, 156. So it's Mihai that goes back into the lead. Oh, it really helps. What are you talking about? The Pulp Fiction questions, we did 6 of them, Matt. Which famous person does Damian Lewis play in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? Andy Warhol, Steve McQueen, Roman Polanski, and Neil Armstrong are your options. Matt, I don't know what you've been watching, mate, but we're doing the films in order of when they were released. And we did Pulp Fiction already. Maybe you joined in late. I don't know. So who does Damian Lewis play? He plays Steve McQueen. 56.6% of you getting it right. Mihai has still got that lead of 6 points, 173. Alex is still tied in second place with Aerial Souls, but he's got that second place because he was faster. Aerial Souls third, both on 167. Andre 162. CDA 161. So your next few questions are on Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. People are very confused about what Matt's talking about here. He's done more than one film, Matt. Number 42, which film does Sharon Tate go to see in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? Easy Rider, The Graduate, The Wrecking Crew, or Dr. Strangelove? This is a Tarantino movie quiz, Matthew, not a Pulp Fiction quiz. Now go and sit yourself down. Time is up. She goes to see The Wrecking Crew. 34.2% getting that. And the answers were spread right across the four here. So clearly a bit of a guess. The Wrecking Crew is the correct answer. Mihai gets it wrong. Aerial Souls gets it right. She's challenging again. It's a 1 point gap at the top with 8 questions to go. Alex, third place, 167. Bula, 162. Andre, 162. 11 points across our top 5. What a tussle we have. We're in the home stretch now, guys. Here's number 43. What does Rick Dalton use to kill the last member of the Manson party? His fists, a samurai sword, a flamethrower, a chainsaw. So still Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Rick Dalton. Towards the end of the movie, what does he use to kill the last of the Manson party? Those are your 4 options. And the correct answer is a flamethrower, 64.2% getting it right. Mihai gets it and manages to get a speed bonus. And look how important it is. He goes into the lead by 1 point. 177 points, then Aerial Souls, Alex 172, Andre 167, tied with Bula on 167. We've got 7 questions to go and 11 points spread over our top 5. It's very rarely this close, and I've got a feeling it's going to come down to the final question tonight, so keep racking up the points. Here's number 44. On what format was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood shot? Was it 70mm, IMAX, 35mm, or 65mm? So this is potentially your last Once Upon a Time in Hollywood question. I think. We will see. Time is up. 35mm is the correct answer. 50.6% of you getting that right. And Katty's probably freaking out right now because what a question. She's got an outright lead at the top. 182 points. Mihai in second, 178. Alex, 177. Bula, 172. And CDA, you've got 171. Boy, is this close, but it's Katty now, Aerial Souls, that leads the way. We have 6 questions to go. I have a feeling we're going to move on to straight up Quentin Tarantino movie trivia. There could be some Oscars questions coming up. Let's have a look. For which film did Quentin Tarantino win his first Oscar? Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction, Kill Bill Volume 1, or Django Unchained? Apologies for the grammatical error. I should say win and not won. But anyway, first Oscar, which movie? Pulp Fiction is the correct answer, 56.1% getting it right. Best original screenplay, he shared it with Robert Avery. Aerial Souls with that 4-point lead and refusing to let go of it at the moment. 187 points from Mihai, 183. Alex, 182. Bula, 172. And James back into the top 5. Can he do it with 5 questions to go? Can he get into the top 3 and grab himself a prize? James, you've got 171 and we've only got 5 questions remaining. Here we go. Number 46. It's a first letter question. Which fictional tobacco brand features in most Tarantino movies? MT, S or R are your options. So we didn't have many first letter questions tonight, but there's one. There is one tobacco brand, a fictional tobacco brand. I think lots of you are going to get this, which appears in just about every single one of the movies in some shape or form. But look at this, actually, only 37.8% getting this right. Red Apple cigarettes and tobacco appear in just about every Tarantino movie. Aerial Souls, 192. Mihai second, 188. Alex 1 point back on 187. CDA, 178. And Bula with 177. 4 questions remain. Speed bonuses, guys, are so important now. Here's your next question. This is 47 out of 50. In which film, either written or directed by Quentin Tarantino, did Brad Pitt first appear? Pulp Fiction, True Romance, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, or Inglourious Basterds? What was Brad Pitt's first movie? Either written or directed. Or both, of course. Let's see what you go for. True Romance is the correct answer. 45.1% of you getting that one right. We didn't fool anybody there. And she still got the lead at the top. 197, approaching that 200-point barrier. Mihai, 193. Alex has 192. Bula, 182. And James, 181. 16 points separate our top 5. Just 3 questions remain. It's Aerial Souls in the lead with 197. We're normally through 200 points by this point. That's how tough this quiz has been. Here's your next one, number 48. Ennio Morricone won an Oscar for scoring which of Quentin Tarantino's films? Was it Jackie Brown, The Hateful Eight, Django Unchained, or Pulp Fiction? There he is. So, which score did he win an Oscar for? This is a tricky one. Will this change the top 5? The Hateful Eight is the correct answer, 53.7% getting it, and Catty becomes the first player to break 200 points. Normally we have tons of players through 200 points at this point, but this is a tough quiz. Okay, 202, then it's Mihai, 198, Alex, 197. These three have got a 10-point lead minimum over Bula on 187, and James is just 1 point back on 186. We only have 2 questions to come. The last question, sorry, will be multiple answer, but here's number 49, your penultimate question. It's important. Here it comes. What type of role in Quentin Tarantino's films has won the most Academy Awards? Is it Best Supporting Actress, Best Actor, Best Actress, or Best Supporting Actor? Okay, so one of those awards has been won more times for Tarantino movies than any of the others. Which one? Such an important question. Look how tight our top 3 are. The correct answer here is Best Supporting Actor. It's been won 3 times, twice by Christoph Waltz for Inglourious Basterds and Django Unchained, and then also Brad Pitt just recently for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. A huge 79% of you getting it right. And Aerial Souls has the advantage, 207. It's Mihai 203, Alex 202, Bula 195, and James 191. It comes down to our top 3, I think, for the win. And it will be a multiple answer question. Tap carefully, tap correctly, get that speed bonus. Good luck, everybody. It comes down to this. Question 50 of 50. Select the 3 actors that have featured in the most Tarantino-directed movies. Samuel L. Jackson, Uma Thurman, Michael Madsen, Harvey Keitel, Quentin Tarantino. 5 actors there. The 3 that have been in the most Tarantino-directed movies. This is tough. Okay, the correct answers here are Samuel L. Jackson, 32.6. He's actually been in 6 of the movies that Tarantino has directed. Uma Thurman, no, she's only been in 2. Michael Madsen, 14.2% of you getting that right. Only 14.2 getting it right. He's actually been in 5 of his movies. Harvey Keitel has only been in a couple as well. In 3 movies. Quentin Tarantino, 24.9. So, sorry, Thurman and Keitel both been in 3 movies each. But 3, 2, 1. Let's give us some fireworks. Aerial Souls, you've done it. What a comeback. You were miles behind. You came back and you are a winner. Aerial Souls, Catty, congratulations. You have taken down the crown of Tarantino Movie Princess. Do you want to be queen? Be the queen. Tarantino Movie Queen tonight. You are a winner. Well played, Mihai, who was a long-time leader. You're going to get 2nd place tonight, and you'll get 100 lei for Altarito. Catty, of course, you're going to get 200 lei for Altarito. Alex, well done to you as well, managing to get, at the end there, into 3rd place. You're going to get the Quest Mission Prize. Good on you. Let's have a look at the rest of our top 10 then. Antonio's art teacher. Great question for you at the end. You're coming into the top 5 right at the end, and you picked up 4th place. Well done to you, 197. Bula had 196 in the end with a 5th place finish. Well done to James, who got 6th place with 192. Dan, 190. Teo dropped down to 8th with 189. Royale with Cheese, 187. And it looked like it wasn't a great question at the end there for CDA, who was doing incredibly well towards the beginning, who picked up 180 points for 10th place. So 1st, 2nd and 3rd, well done. You have got some prizes, but let's have a look and see if anybody else has got some prizes. So we know about the winners and 3rd, but what about these spot prizes? Let's have a look. We've got 25th, 50th and 100th. Now, if we don't have 100 players, we're going to give it to 75th. I need to go and check the report and see if we've got 100 players. But don't panic if we haven't. We will reward that to 75th. And 75th place will also get to choose a round for Wednesday night as well. So let us know in the feed. Did you get 25th? Matt's saying he didn't. Cornelia just missed out as well by getting 26th. I'm sorry. So 25th, 50th, 100th. Tell us if you're 75th as well, just in case. Now, I know you all want to have a look at this, right? Should we give away some more prizes? No, Matthew. No, Matthew. Stop trying to blag prizes. Would you like to have a go on the lucky wheel, people? Would you like to have a go on the lucky wheel? Because we have got some more prizes to give away. Now, what I would like to do, first of all, just in case we've got any upgrades, because it can happen, I just want to check, because I think we've picked up everybody. We do not. Okay, that's absolutely fine. It means our wheel is ready to go. So we will go over to the wheel. Let's have a look at the wheel in all of its glory. You can still have a chit chat over here. Oh, my little brother got 49th and just missed out on a prize. I'm so sorry. Nothing for 77th there, I'm afraid. Mihai. All right, so look, here's the Wheel of Steel. The lucky spin is going to happen. It's going to happen twice. You can see names on there. Now, these names are our wonderful silver and gold Patreons. If you are a silver Patreon, you will see your name on there once. If you are a gold Patreon, you get 3 places on the wheel. It's entirely possible that it could land on the same person tonight and they could win 2 prizes. So do you want me to spin the wheel? I think you do. So first prize, it's lovely, isn't it? First prize tonight will be, because because it's Father's Day in the UK. I don't know what it is. I think it's Ahoni or something like that. I'll look it up, Alina, and let you know. All right, first prize tonight, because it's Father's Day in the UK tomorrow, will be the Darth Vader mug, and it is truly awesome. So we're going to give the Darth Vader mug to the first person tonight who gets lucky on the wheel. So if you're ready, let's spin that wheel. Here we go. The wheel is spinning. Around it goes. Where it stops, nobody knows. So it's starting to slow down. Can you see your name? Are we going to tick onto your name? Are you going to get a prize? Is this the most exciting thing of your Saturday night? Quite possibly. So it's going to stop on Maruna. No, it's not. Andrew's coming round. No, it goes past Andrea. It's an Andre. It's another... Is it going to be Andre Balaban? No! He won last time. It's going to stop on... Yulia P, you're our first winner this evening. Congratulations, Yulia. You have just won the Darth Vader mug and upset an awful lot of people. But don't panic, everybody, because we have another prize to give away. So, Yulia P, congratulations to you. I will just write it down because I'm sure I'm going to forget, and we would like to make sure you get your prize. So, Yulia P, let us know. Are you playing? Are you in the feed? Tell us. Hello, hello. Andre, you're always so close. But don't worry, we have another prize to give away. So, let's close that again. Are you ready? We are playing for two items from the menu for two people and 4 beers at the hop. So, shall we spin? Let's spin. Here we go. We're spinning, we're spinning, we're spinning. All right, Alina T got 50th place. Okay, thank you for that. We'll make sure that she gets to choose a T-shirt. We need to know who was 25th. I will look at the report. So, round and round it goes. Let's see where it stops. It goes past Craig. Radika's coming round. Roxana's there. Rux is there. Vlad's there. No, Awana. Andre again. It could be Corneliu. It could be Christian. It could be Mihaela. Oh, Mihaela. Is it going to stop? And we've got 2 lady winners tonight. Mihaela, you are going to get dinner down at the hop, 2 of you. So, Mihaela, I will drop you a line. I will do the same with Yulia. You are our 2 winners this evening. How much fun was the wheel? If you want to be on the wheel for Wednesday night, you just need to upgrade to silver or gold. We have got lots of cool prizes that we're going to drop in to give away to you. Now, we don't know what the special round will be on Wednesday because, as I say, somebody needs to choose it, all right? So, it's getting a bit annoying that people aren't coming to us quick enough because I like to do the writing well in advance. But anyway, don't worry, we will get round to choosing it. One of our winners tonight will get to choose a round, but we're going to try and give it to either 100th or 75th. I'll do a report on the Facebook page in the next 10 to 15 minutes. Congratulations to Alina. Who's got the prize? People are already kicking off. Yulia, have you watched Star Wars? Do you even know who Darth Vader is? Yeah. All right, we'll approach her and make sure that she knows exactly what she's won. She might not be playing tonight, of course, remember, but she still gets to go on the wheel because she is one of our Patreons. All right, guys, thank you so much for playing along. Well done to Mav for an absolutely brilliant quiz. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I don't know which one to do next week. I'm not sure. We have got a couple in the works. We've got literature coming to us. Breaking Bad is on the cards. But seeing as we've just done Tarantino movies, I think Breaking Bad should be a week or 2 away. July the 4th will be American pop culture. That's already in the bag and ready to go. July the 4th, we are quizzing on that day. It will be American pop culture. I'm not sure about next week. It might be Animal Planet if Matt sends it over to me in time. I don't know. But we will reveal it very, very soon. All right? There will be a fun quiz next week. You know that. And there will be one on Wednesday as well. If you've taken a picture, please send it to me. I'll post it on the Facebook page so we can keep a nice record of all our quizzes during lockdown. But I will... say thank you as always for playing. Thank you for being a Patreon. Thank you for supporting us and keeping our business running. And I love you long time, and I will see you very, very soon. Good night, everybody. Have a lovely evening.